in a historic decision today, the Pentagon has announced that it's lifting a decades-old ban regarding transgender military service personnel. They can now serve freely, and this affects nearly 11. Some accounts say that it affects between 11,000 and 13,000 members that are currently transgender. Now, prior to the lifting of this ban, they were labeled as sexual deviants. They were often let go, sometimes censored, criminalized, even put in jail if they were openly serving as transgender. Ash Carter coming out and saying that this is a matter of principle. They've decided to lift this ban. Now, prior to this, there was an internal resistance to this. There were reports coming out in May in the Washington Post saying that they just weren't there yet, that they were still struggling with the decision. There was a major White House policy push to let this happen. We've seen transgender rights issues happening across the country. The DOJ actually launching suit against North Carolina specifically because of the transgender bathroom issue. The Pentagon has decided to take this head on and just lift the ban entirely. Now, this is what Peter Levine had to say. He's the Pentagon's acting personal chief. Peter Levine said that Ash Carter remains committed to pursuing this change, but it would likely take months, not a large number of months, to finalize the details of it so that transgender military personnel can serve openly. Ash Carter went on to say in this speech that he didn't want talented people that were hardworking, that were serving with honor, to be discriminated against, which is a valid point in this, saying that they wanted to implement these changes, quote, expeditiously, because it's important that it's linked to this administration. That was the sense that you get from listening to his speech, that they want to make sure that this is a part of the Obama legacy, which it really shouldn't matter whose legacy it is, as long as people can be people and be on an equal level playing field with everybody else. So there does seem to be a major political push behind this, but the ban has been lifted as of now. Now, the numbers are that this is going to affect roughly 129 military service personnel a year. That's one account of this. People wanting to openly transition. It affects things like uniforms, bathroom usage, things like that. If someone is transgender and they want to use a different uniform, they're allowed to do so at this time. The most important element of this story, for a lot of people looking at it, Ash Carter reiterated this point. I think it's a very valid one. He said that there are bigger issues, bigger world problems going on that requires the military focus, and that he's hoping that this issue will be put to bed now that they've dealt with it. They've effectively ended this ban. Transgender personnel can now serve openly in the U.S. military, along with 18 other countries around the world that already do this. I'm Margaret Howell reporting for Infowars.com.